All right, so these are my journals. I thought it might be kind of more for me than you guys to just kind of go through these. And um, I think journals are really kind of important. This is one of my first ones, and I do Pipe Dream. That was one of my first bands. Let's try to show a couple things here. I haven't gone through these in a long, long time. So, Lost Desires, that was from a rock opera I was working on, still am. What's that? Off the Chain, remember when that was a thing? So, yeah, still working on that. I think, if I remember. Yeah, hey, that's my, that's this one. So that's kind of cool. So this is probably 20 years old. What is this? Fire eating. Seen that before. Okay. This is a list of songs I've written up until this point. That's actually really useful, so I'm going to need that. So yeah, this is one of the first journals. I'll show you my absolute first journal. This was like, look at that. From like when I probably started this when I was 13 or 14, and it's got a lot of water damage, so a lot of it's hard to see. But I know I don't know if it's in here or not, but I know I wrote my first song in this one. Crazy. I remember this, yeah. The bunny and then the alien. So that's the first one. This one is from around 2000. Lyrics and Ghosts. Regret from fall of 2001. So this is a reworking of older stuff that I did, and I know that I started to get into like collecting articles and stuff. So this was Facebook before Facebook. Oh, nice. This is my band Pipe Dream with Ryan at the Bodhisattva Social Club in Orlando, now defunct. Very cool. Remembering 9/11 through songs. Joseph Martins, he's a great guitar player, truly cool guy from Orlando. Donna Klein canceled, so they shoved me in last minute. Thanks, Donna. Orlando. This is when I'm starting to put together my show Nero, and trying to figure out what characters. Oh, Scraps. This is the guy that gave me this tattoo. This is Obituary. He was a really cool guy. Good tattoo artist out of Orlando. Yeah, I think that's about it. Oh, that's good. That's Orlando. So yeah, I think this is just older lyrics. This. Oh yeah, I started one way and then finished it the other way. This was, wow. These are songs, these are written songs as of written past the fall. I don't know what that is. I don't know which fall I mean. It's so interesting to kind of see the old version of me and like trying to figure out what he meant. Tarot cards. This Faith. She's one of the characters from one of my shows. That's good. It's all right. I remember I didn't like how this turned out. But this one I was messing with ink, you know. Oh, the tattoos. And that one. And I like, oh yeah, this is another, I like kind of cutting things out and letting the story sort of tell it in a different way on the other side. That's cool. Underneath the Reality Sheet, that was an album that I wrote and then threw away. And then underneath the Reality Tree. Oh yeah, I remember this song. I totally forgot. Hunter Thompson, I think. Yeah. Beach. This is how I did my chord progressions. Because it's easy to forget all these chord progressions, so if I just sketch them out, I can forget them, then come back to them. Oh, that's right. Okay, so this was same sort of idea, that I would just take the same picture and just sort of add to it on each page, and then whatever bled through the other side, I would just sort of create something else. I really kept going with this idea of just evolution and then de-evolution of the same image. I don't know what that is. It's a short story I wrote about people pretending to be ghosts to keep the folklore alive. And then reversed. Yeah, this is just to try to keep my chord progressions organized. This is actually really helpful. Iraqi voting booth, look at how rebellious I was. Okay. This one is mostly drawings, I think, because I went through a phase where I really liked to draw and I really wanted to learn. So this was, I think, well, there's still some chord progressions, but in general, yeah, this is drawing. There's David Copperfield working on shading. Self-portrait, wow. So weird. Thank you from Melissa for sitting for all of these. I appreciate it. I like that one. That came out good. Another self-portrait back in the day. Jack Nicholson. So yeah, I guess it's, oh, I think that's Al Pacino. Tried. Siegfried and Roy, or an attempt. Bad attempt. Houdini. So you can really see the progression of what I'm tried to do. And it really came out, you know, if I'd have stuck with it, I'd been a lot better. But it's really interesting to see some of the attempts and kind of learning different mediums. Yeah, kind of like that. Working on shading. Shading. Oh yeah. I think this and more songs. Songs and pictures. I've lost half of my journals over the years. But I think they're important, and I haven't given them up. I'm still writing. I just don't do it in this format anymore because it's so delicate. And if I lose these, then I lose everything. But right now, if I put my ideas into the, oh, Copperfield, that was my cat that a bunch of fucking pit bulls destroyed on April 19th, 2003. He was a good boy. But yeah, if you don't take care of your journals, they get trashed, and then so do all of your memories and your thoughts. And a lot of this is just work that I put in. I put a lot of work into these lyrics, and oh wow, yeah, these are songs that I kind of threw away, I think. Yeah, and also, wow, it's another song list as of, oh, in biographical order. Interesting. Sort of. Not to you guys. But I think, the trick is, oh, I like that. People falling through an hourglass. I like that image. Oh, this was all right. Nice. This was our band's set list of cover songs. Darling Nikki, Meet Virginia. Jesus Christ, we did that song. Cumbersome, oh Christ, yeah, that's only 3 chords. Of course we did that one. Space Oddity, I Will Survive. Walking on the Sun, that's because it's A minor and D over and over again. More lyrics. What's this? That's not my writing. Ex-Girlfriend, September 15th, 2004. Anise. Oh, yeah, okay, so, oh, that's cool. I like the sky back there. That's really cool. Okay, yeah, so this was a kind of the way I did my show and tried to figure out the beats and the ups and the downs of it. So right before we did the Fringe show. Roses. Kind of looks like something else. Dog on roller skates. Set list for, oh, more cover song set list. These are oldies. Wow. This is a character breakdown, story breakdown. Let the buyer beware. Okay, some more drawing. I think this is drawing and lyrics. Oh, this is a card trick I wrote. Yeah, I don't think there's much in here except just sketches and ideas. That's cool. I don't know where that is. Could be Maine. Who's this? 9 Inch Nails. Jesus and Mary Chain, 2018. I did not pay that much for it. I know I got a deal. I think I got it both for $100. But yeah. So these are my journals. I showed them to you just to sort of get an idea of like these things are sort of how my brain works, is that I like to write things down and then sort of forget about them and come back to them. Oh, this is the second song I ever wrote. Catherine, it's about the guy who falls in love with a ghost at a circus. A kid. Regret. Quiet Forest. Oh, that's one of the, yeah, I remember that. Trying to connect the songs together. Well, that's it, guys. 17 minutes of me going over my journals for absolutely no reason at all, but just to show you that write your ideas down. You never know when you'll need them. You'll never know when you'll be running out of things to work on. But I've got, even these, like I said, I've lost half of my journals. These are the ones that actually made it, but I still have some ideas in here. I remember this one. This one's not, there's not much in this. This was an empty journal. Given to me by a friend. I should at least try to fill it up with something. You guys, thanks for watching. Love you. Talk to you later. Thanks for listening.